Do you know the foods that trigger gout? I promise at the end of this video, you will be shocked at the healthy foods that can trigger gout. I share this exact list with all of my patients, and for more health commentary videos, be sure to subscribe. Individuals with gout experience a ton of pain, especially in their joints. And the ones that I see in my clinic, they typically experience that pain joint in their toe, in their ankle, or in their knuckles. The absolute fabulous news is that gout can absolutely be controlled by what we eat. We really have to go back, well, how is gout caused? And it's really caused by a buildup of something called uric acid in the blood. Uric acid is a waste product that is made when the body cannot break down certain foods. And really the main trigger food with gout, and a lot of us know this, like if we call up our doctor and we say, hey, I feel like I'm getting a gout flare up, most of the time we will hear, hey, avoid foods that are high in purines, okay? Which I'm very glad that a lot of folks do this, and you get the handout, you get the PDF that has the high purine foods in them. So for example, foods that are very high in purine and foods that you want to avoid include organ meats like gizzards and liver, which I know a lot of folks don't do, red meat, which a lot of us do enjoy, a sirloin here and there, a little bit of ground beef, so we want to pull that from the diet while we're in that flare-up mode. Alcohol can definitely be a high purine food, as well as beer. Now the big question is, well, why do we avoid these high purine foods? Simply put, when we digest purine, our body makes uric acid. And remember, individuals who experience gout really can't break down that uric acid, so we get the buildup and we get that inflammation. But most of us who know these foods, most of us who know to avoid the liver and the gizzards and all that fun stuff. But really, we want to take it a step further. The shocking foods that can increase gout is fructose. Now, so many of us, what is fructose? Is that what's in fruits? Well, fructose is a simple sugar, and I think of it very much as high fructose corn syrup, or that HFCS. And there's several studies that show foods high in fructose, even though they're low in purines, can increase the incidence of gout. And this is so important because I have folks who call me and they're like, I don't eat gizzards, I don't eat liver, what can I do? So I say, first, we want to look for those fructose-rich foods, and they go, well, why is that? There was a study of 125,000 individuals, and remember, gang, I'm big on studies with a large amount of folks. Now, I've done some videos where I even say, hey, this is new, it's a small amount, but 125,000 individuals whose diets were high in fructose found that they had a 62% increased rate of developing gout. So that tells me XX. So how do we look for fructose in our foods? Well, we always preach this in here, and I know a lot of folks watching our videos, be sure to subscribe, know that I'm always a big believer in reading the ingredient list on your label. So your favorite products, things like your ketchups, your salad dressings, those are the culprits of high fructose corn syrup. So read those ingredient lists. If you see it on there, hey, I'm gonna put this item back on the shelf and pick something else. So maybe switch from ketchup to our mustard. Look at Primal Kitchen, which is a great line of salad dressings that you can use, a great line of condiments. It's available at all of our supermarkets, which is awesome. And if you feel like the Primal Kitchen is a little bit too high for you, there's a couple things you can do. I personally love Thousand Island dressing, so I buy the Primal Kitchen Thousand Island dressing, and I cut it a little bit with some olive oil, so you can do that, so you don't feel like, ooh, that's a little bit pricey, but I want to enjoy this. Simple little tip for you. The next food to avoid is sugar sweetened beverages. And by now, again, I said it earlier, I am preaching to the choir with a lot of these videos. So if you know of someone who experiences gout, share this video with them with the sugar sweetened beverages. And again, sugar sweetened beverages, not a high purine food, which is all a lot of times that those silly PDF handouts we get at the hospital or get at the clinic says, but there's studies that show that sugar sweetened beverages can accelerate the rate of cellular processes to increase the levels of uric acid in the bloodstream. So cut these guys out. And yes, that includes your cranberry juice, that includes your, apple juice, all those juices labeled as healthy, not so much. So what can we do instead of our sugar sweetened beverages? Well, we always preach the importance of water in here. If you love a soda, you can get something like Zevia, which is made with stevia. A very delicious carbonated beverage. Something else that we can do is perhaps take a vitamin C supplement. A study in the Archive of Internal Medicine followed 47,000 gentlemen over a 20-year period of time. So this is a long time. This isn't like 6 months, a day, 3 hours. We're taking a vitamin C supplement showed a 44% lower gout risk. That is huge. And what I love about vitamin C, it's available at all our stores. I have some links in our description box. Very easy to get. What food did you think was the most shocking? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and scroll in the description box for a copy of our 7-day keto and anti-inflammatory menu to be sent to you. Thanks, gang.